Hey guys. So I remember when I was a little girl, I think I had to be in middle school because I know at the time that my parents were divorced. My father was stationed about 13 hours away from where I was living. And I had some type of event. I cannot remember what event it was. And I know if I were to call him and ask him, he'd be able to tell me because that's just the type of person he is. But what I remember most is the fact that my father drove 13 hours to see me at this event. He came to the event. I left with him. We went back to the hotel where he said he just needed a few hours of sleep and to wake him up. I think I woke him up after like 3 hours. He took me out to eat. We hung out. He went back to the hotel to sleep some more and then get on the road. You see, me, I had a good father. I have the type of father and bonus mom that despite finding out a month before I had my son that I was having a child, that they wired me money to completely furnish my son's room. That's the type of father and bonus mom I have. The type of father who knew that my child was disappointed because his other parent was supposed to come for his birthday and he didn't make it. And when my father called to ask how it went, he was told everything was great, but my parent didn't come. And my father got on the road and drove 7 hours to come and see my child the next day, to take him to the location where he was supposed to go with his other parent. See, that's the type of father that I have. So I find it really, really, really hard to watch this show with this man who has received all of this money for supposedly being a good father, and he's not. Tisha here. And we are back with another Say What? And this time, I'm actually capable of not laughing because I'm so upset by what we witnessed on television on Sunday with this 18 season father figure that we were supposed to kind of idolize. TLC? Let me quote him a little bit. There's something that has drawn the wrath of jealousy from the public, from the tabloids, from the sister wives, where Robin is being blamed for the crap that I did. This is coming from Cody. Or the crap I didn't manage. There's a shift and a blame towards Robin. So much so that it gets me to the point where I was angry. So angry that I was getting to the point where if you had a complaint about her, I'd be like, shut up or I'll punch you in the mouth. You know what's even crazier about that statement? Is that Suki had no comeback for that statement. She didn't go down the rabbit hole. She didn't ask him to further explain. She didn't hold him to the fire for basically saying that he wanted to exhibit violence towards his wives and his children. So it's okay to abuse people because of the bird. This is a man that plays favorites. A man that skips life-changing surgeries. A man that threatens physical violence for his children and their wives because they stated how they feel. A man that won't speak to his kids unless they bend a knee and kiss the ring. A man who withholds intimacy with his wives as a form of punishment. A man that doesn't call his kids on Christmas. A man that doesn't show up on Christmas. A man that gets mad at their moms and doesn't come and see them. A man who calls his son to talk about his life-changing moment with COVID and forgets to tell him happy birthday. This is a man that didn't take his daughter to college, that he also didn't go to a spinal surgery with because he didn't want to be stuck in a car with her mother for a long period of time. That's that man. See, to me, that's not a father. Like, at all. And the fact that TLC is okay with allowing people like that on our screens without any type of complaint, without any type of, let's put this statement up here to say that we don't agree with what Cody just said or anything like that. It's time for the producers to get out of bed with Robin and Cody. I'm getting sick of it. I want to remind you all of this article that was written, I want to say the summer. No, I'm wrong. It was written in December of 2022 and it was updated in the summer of 23. Now, what I want you all to remember is that some of this is going to be talking about Cody. Some of it may be off topic. I haven't read the whole thing, but this is what I want to say. Part of the problem with Cody being labeled as this great father is the wives. Because for far too long, they've allowed Cody to do the bare minimum and it's been deemed acceptable. And people like Robin, who are supposed to be this great person, this great woman, they don't advocate for the people who matter most in this situation, which is the children. What Sister Wives stars Janelle and Cody Brown said about their relationship before separating. Tension was brewing throughout season 17 between Cody and his second wife, Janelle, and the drama continues in season 18, which we know, as I said, this is an old article. Okay, this was written by Chrissy Callahan. Ever since Janelle and Cody Brown announced that they were separated last year, Sister Wives fans have been eagerly awaiting an update on the state of their fractured marriage, which, if you really think about it, we really don't have a true update. All we know is that they're separated because they're not divorced. Janelle is still connected to him in some form of ways. We can argue and well, not argue. We can disagree about why she isn't calling it a divorce. We can disagree about if she's calling it this because she has money and stuff or not. Either way, we're still not clear as to what is going on. The couple, who has 6 children, got married in 1993 when Janelle became Cody's second wife, but they confirmed news of their separation in December 2022 in the Sister Wives special. Now, that was in the Sister Wives special, but at that point, we know that they had long been separated before that. This is just when they confirmed it. Season 18 of the TLC reality series premiered August 2023, and a new trailer promises to answer all of our burning questions, including the big one. What was the final straw that broke up Janelle and Cody Brown's marriage? I'm guessing that the final straw was the fight that we saw about the Christmas brown tree, according to Cody. As we settle in for a wild ride this season, Today.com is recapping everything the couple said about their marriage, okay? What have Cody and Janelle said about their marriage in season 18 of Sister Wives? Janelle Brown says COVID played a big role in their relationship woes. The premiere episode of season 18 offers a few hints about Janelle and Cody Brown's marital issues, as tension seems to be running high for the once happy couple. Titled No Such Thing as Free Lunch, episode opens up with Cody Brown saying things are pretty strained in his relationship. It's like, I can't figure this out because I'm so upset, because we know that Cody holds grudges. Everything really started to fall apart with the beginning of COVID and the quarantine. Cody didn't feel like my boys were being very safe. He didn't trust them. He thought they were going to contaminate us all, she says. Even though he was afraid of that, Kody was out gallivanting at gun shows and weddings and in the mall with Robin and things of that nature. But this is how he felt. So at one point, Garrison, who was very frustrated and he felt like Janelle was being neglected, called Robin and said, can we have our dad back? Okay, so we know all of that. Then Kody says Janelle prefers Christine's company to his. While talking about Janelle Brown's plans to visit her daughter across the country for Thanksgiving, Kody Brown suggests that they should be sticking around to support him in the wake of his divorce with Christine Brown. Keep in mind that Janelle also had been traveling because at some point, Maddie's daughter's, I believe it was her leg, was amputated for a prosthesis. Keep that in mind as well. So there was more to it than just that. I'm tender emotionally from a divorce. This would be the time that I would wish that my wife would look me in the eyes and say, I'll support you. A divorce from a woman that he didn't love. He needed Janelle's support. Kody Brown goes on to suggest that Janelle Brown would rather spend time with his ex-wife than with him. All right, we'll skip the rest of that. Janelle says, this is the part I want, Kody isn't the same father he once was. Kody Brown's estrangement from his sons has taken a toll on his marriage to Janelle Brown. In the season 18 premiere episode, the mother of 6 says she says can't really be in a full relationship with him if he's on bad terms with her children. A big part of my relationship with Kody has been the fact that he was such an engaged father. He was such a good dad. And now he doesn't want to be that anymore. So I don't even know who that guy is. Who is that guy? Was Kody really an engaged father, or was Kody putting on an act? Because I look at how Kody was with Christine's children, and he definitely wasn't engaged. And I look at key things like how I believe it was Gabe and Garrison were fighting upstairs in the room, and Kody sat there in the chair downstairs hearing all of this commotion, and Janelle tried to get them to stop, and Janelle had to come and run downstairs and tell Kody to come and help her. But we're supposed to believe he's an engaged father. Say what? Who is an engaged father? You see why I'm saying that part of the problem is the wives? Don't tell me that this man who is supposed to have the strongest influence on his male children, because we are told, if you believe in this, that iron sharpens iron. This man hears his boys going at it, hears the mother telling them to stop, hears them not stopping, and does nothing to aid in this process. This is the same man who witnessed bullying with Robin's kids, Janelle and Christine's kids, in a text thread, and did nothing to stop it. But once again, he's an engaged father. This is the man who picked and chose when he would be there during such a pivotal thing as spinal surgery. But he's an engaged father? Really? This is the story we're going with, Janelle. This was what she said not even a year ago. She thought he was an engaged father. You didn't sit back and evaluate and look at things. Let me tell you something here. One thing about me is I'm going to be real honest about certain things without divulging too much, because I already gave a lot in the beginning, right? I've witnessed when my child's father was engaged. And I also noticed when he no longer was. I'm not giving you credit for what was done in the past when I see you hurting my children now. The fact that Cody so blatantly disregards all of these other children to the point where he doesn't even say my children. He refers to your children as Christine's kids and Janelle's kids and them over there and those a-holes and those jerks and all the other things that he says about your kids. I would never have a kind word to say about Cody because it was all an act. It was all an illusion. His love was not unconditional. His love was conditional. His love required something in return. That does not make a good father. I see a clip around there, and I didn't put it up here because I've seen some other YouTubers discuss it, but I haven't found it yet. I tried to go on the TLC page to see if I can see it, where David Woolley, Christine's new husband, is talking about one of the things that he would never do when it came to a woman was put the woman before his children. And I guess that was kind of him saying that that's what he noticed that Cody has done. And I think that that has really been what the main problem is in this family, is that Cody put this woman before his children. And as much as I hate what Robin has done to this family, because Robin has caused a lot of this, at the end of the day, it all falls on the father. Because when it comes to your children, Cody, you have what should have been part of the final say-so. Period. One of the things that I love about my mommy too, that's what I call my stepmother. Mommy too never overstepped her bounds. I was speaking with someone in the comments earlier in another video, and she was saying how her father, made sure that her stepmother and them and her siblings knew who she was. When she came around, they knew her by name, face, all of that stuff because of the pictures and everything that was shown. And I thought back to my childhood, and I remember very early on when my father started dating my bonus mom, I was going out on dates with them. Because my father felt that it was very important for me as the oldest child to feel comfortable and to see how she interacted with me, to see if it was genuine. And we started off that way. And then it got to the point where once things started getting more serious, we talked about what it would like to blend families, how that would affect our role, how that would change with me and her, what I would like to call her, what I would feel comfortable with. I was included in a lot of stages in that process because above anything else, my father prioritized being a father. To this day, my mother has nothing negative to say about my father, because my father never allowed their separation to change how he parented me. So when I see people like Cody being given these platforms like what he has, and see how he continues to play in our face, and we're supposed to believe that this is something to aspire to when he is a deadbeat, because that's what he is. He's a deadbeat. Cody is a dirtbag. Cody is scum. Cody is a worm. And if I were his kids, I'd seek counseling and remove him from my life until he got the necessary therapy that he needs, because Cody is the problem. I'm sorry that this was all over the place, you guys. I wanted to make sure that I voiced my opinions. I can't sign up for this. I can't. Being a single mom and seeing what both sides are like and seeing how much that this has affected these children, add to the fact that it's done on national television. So we're all witnessing this foolishness, and we're all seeing that nobody is holding this man accountable. Not the wives and not the network. You all let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time.